This week's episode is not intended for listeners under the age of 18. Parental supervision is advised. Also, if you're easily offended, squeamish, or judgmental, get your ass on. Now, on to the Ampersand podcast with your host, Aubri Oshae.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ampersand podcast for another week of conversation with me, your host, Aubri Oshae. How has your week been, y'all? How y'all doing? If you're listening to this thing, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. Do a nigga a favor, okay? You know what? I'm staying consistent with this. I don't know what this will turn into because I know there are other creators, other great creators. Misha IMO, brilliant. I love what she does, but she doesn't show her face either. And she has amassed 30,000 followers. So she said she was just consistent. She did a great show one day and it blew up. So I don't ever know what I'm going to talk about one day that's going to hit the stratosphere or if it'll hit the stratosphere at all. But I just know that what I'm doing is remaining consistent because consistency is the key. If anything it's doing, it is, making me become more disciplined. Because baby, today I could be up in my bed, sleep, turned over. But I am sitting here with you and I want to let you know a little something about my life and what I be experiencing as a gay black man. Come on now, can we talk about it? Let's talk about it. Today on the Ampersand show, Ampersand podcast, or show, it doesn't matter. We're going to talk about bottoming, okay? And we're going to talk about the messes that bottoming often entails. Okay, and now, like the nigga before told y'all, parental supervision is advised because if your stomach is a little weak, this episode is not going to be for you, okay? Because I've been in some situations that have been kinda, and we're going to talk about them today because this episode is really for my men, for my guys, my niggas. It's for y'all who go through these things and who want to know, like, what does a top think? Because in the gay world, I am considered a top, an oral top. Because baby, I like getting it in. I like putting my tongue out a little bit. But you know what? As a straight man, not a straight man, I suck dick like a straight man. I don't know how to. Baby, I'll do it if it's pretty though. I ain't gonna hurt you because you. There are pretty vaginas and there are beautiful penises. I ain't even gonna hold you. Baby, I ain't gonna hold you. And it's got to be the right. Have you ever got with a man and pulled down his pants and he was like, damn, that is pretty. It's pretty. And you just want to put your mouth on it a little bit. Because just like cunnilingus is worship, so is fellatio. It's worship, baby. How the hell I start talking about fellatio? I don't know. Let me come back to the subject. Let me recenter. In the gay community, I will be deemed a top. Now, what is a top, Aubrey? A top is somebody who does the penetrating in the act of sex with gay men. So there is a top, and then there is a bottom. What is a bottom? Okay, now I know for damn sure you can surmise what a goddamn bottom is, right? If there's a bottom, there got to be a top to go on to it, right? So the bottom receives, the top gives. You know how sometimes your grandma was like, who the pitcher and who the catcher? Or your grandpa was saying that bullshit? But y'all, I be pitching, okay? I be pitching sometimes. I do. But have I caught a ball? No pun intended. Actually, all puns intended. I have. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that later, okay? But in the word, I want you to turn with me to Galatians chapter 10, verse 8, and we're going to address painting. Now, you might think when I talk about painting, I'm talking about Bob Ross. You might think when I'm talking about painting, I'm talking about sipping paint, arts and crafts, Hobby Lobby, Tuesday morning. Do they sell paint at Tuesday morning? I don't know. The Barney bag. They had paints and crafts up in that bitch. So you might think I'm talking about that, but no. I'm not talking about acrylic paints. I ain't talking about nails. I ain't talking about canvases. I'm talking about poop. Yeah, I'm talking about poop. This episode is for my bottom niggas, okay? If you are versed I ain't gonna explain that to y'all. Figure it the fuck out. If you are a verse or if you're a bottom, you need to hear me because I am a top. I have topped thousands of men. I really have not. Okay. I've topped hundreds. No, I really haven't. I've topped a few men. And every top has had their experience. And we're going to talk about that. And I want you guys to listen very carefully. This is not a place of judgment. This is not a place of condemnation, of scorn. This is a vehicle to express truth, love, and honestly, understanding. Okay? Now I'm talking to my guys now. So this is the guys. Come on in, guys. All right. As a top, whenever we hit you up, we know that there's a possibility that there could be an accident. We know going in there, unless it's our first time, we know that there could possibly be some shit to pop off, okay? No pun intended. Actually, all puns intended, okay? But since we know that, tops have to mitigate the way we respond to the body doing what the body's gonna do when you introduce a dick to an ass. So this really is a conversation too, as much as it is to the bottoms, it's to the tops too, guys, because there's a lot of bottom shaming when it comes to stuff like that because tops, we don't have to do shit. All we got to do is show up with a hard dick. But bottoms have to go through a lot of process to be presentable to even have sex. And then when they are presentable, then they have to go through the rigor of having sex. And then half the time, some of y'all lousy ass tops do nothing but jackhammer. And then the top don't get no satisfaction or you don't do enough. And the top is like, why did I get clean for all this bullshit? For nothing at all. But that is a conversation for another episode. My experiences with painting are vast and myriad. I've been through the ring of it. How do you say that song? I've been through the mill. I don't fucking know. I've been through the mill of it, baby. Jesus. And Lord, I come out on the other side unscathed. Now, I did have some PTSD, but it's all right. So I'm going to give y'all a few accounts of when I have been painted on, like Pablo Picasso. But just call me Picasso, baby. Just call me Picasso. I call them niggas Picasso because shit. All right. So within the past year, I've been painted on twice. And I'm going to talk about the most recent one, which was in the last month. So we're going to call this nigga Baby Daddy because he had a child. And this child was young too. I've never met the kid, but do y'all want the real? I'm going to keep it real with y'all, okay? This is so, okay. Speaking candidly about my sex life is very unhinged to me because I'm not used to speaking as freely about it. Even with my cousin that I really get along with and we talk the talk, I really don't even say as much to him. So this is a safe, liberated space. So I'm going to act as such. So, and I have to give that for my damn self. So we don't really talk about it. Okay, so Baby Daddy had a kid. I don't know how old he is, but he had toys and stuff around and we met on the app. And it was just a quick hookup thing, but I loved his energy. He was cool. I thought he was a little ugly at first, but then you know how somebody be ugly and then you spend time around them and their personality is nice. And then you kind of be like, oh, okay, hold on, wait a minute. They kind of get a little cute. I mean, I said, okay, what's going on? So he was kind of getting a little cute. So one night I came over there and it was like 10 o'clock or something like that at night. And he was like, yo, come through because he said his kid was there. So his kid was in the back room somewhere. He had like a 1-bedroom. His kid was in the back room, I guess, sleep. And I was just going to come over and he was just going to give me some top and I was going to dip. But to this night, y'all don't judge me. Okay, this night we got it in, okay? And baby, okay, the ass was good, okay? It was a one, okay? But for my top brother, you know how you can be in some ass, but then if your mind is not there, it don't matter how good the ass is, you just not, you can't finish. It took me a minute to finish. I had to like psych myself out because like it's very strange and it's very weird. Like, why am I fucking you and your son is in the other room? And what if this little nigga come out and see me busting his daddy down? That's fucking weird. Now, if it was your brother or your uncle or your dad, I don't know. That's kind of hot. Like pop, pop, pop. Like your daddy coming in. What the fuck is going? And I'm still popping your son, and then he get the shotgun, and we all dead. I guess that's not so hot. Just taboo shit. Just I don't know. Okay, don't judge me. Jesus. Okay, shit. I'm trying to share my life. Fuck. All right. So then, fast forward like a couple days later, or maybe a week later, we met up again. It was like in the morning, like 10 something a.m. or something like that. Because he works from home. So baby daddy was giving me head. And this morning that he was giving me head, I was like, does this nigga brush his teeth? Because I was smelling morning breath. I said, what's going on? You know what? I actually got hair from a nigga. He was like a Puerto Rican Muslim nigga. I don't know what the fuck he was. He had curly hair and he was light skinned. But he was on his knees in the room and he had like a basket of clothes right there. And I was smelling. I said, is this nigga breath or is this his basket of clothes? Because what the fuck is going on? I can't take it. So the nigga breath was a little torqued. And I was like, not even sucking my dick and his breath stink. Girls, have y'all ever had a nigga go down on you and his breath was bad? Like it was a little torqued? Like, you were, nah, what the fuck? So he went to the bathroom. I said, oh, okay, I bet I guess he's gonna go get some Listy. Okay, some Listerine. So he went to the back, not for the Listerine, but for the blankets. I said, not you laying down the blankets. So he laid down the blankets on a chair. I sat down, got some more head. Then he went back. I said, oh, so now you going back for the Listerine? No. He went back for, I guess, some lube or something like that. I think that's what he went back for. And he came back. And I said, okay, bad. Now me finna get some ass in the morning. Easy like Sunday morning. Okay, so I said, okay, what's going on? So shit, I started busting that bitch down, okay? So I busted his ass down and then I was like, I know you motherfucking lying. Not me smelling, so I said, what the fuck? Baby, he was not clean. He wasn't clean. He won't clean. How y'all North Carolina niggas say, he won't clean. You mean wasn't? No, he won't. He wasn't clean. This nigga wasn't clean. I said, oh, I didn't say anything. Because as tops, bros, have y'all ever like been fucking somebody and then you know that there has been a breach in security? But you don't say nothing because they don't say nothing because you don't kind of want to ruin the mood because it's kind of good at the same time, but you don't want a shitty dick, but you just like, should I say something to this nigga? And you just kind of waiting for them to kind of like, move, adjust and get up and none of that. I said, huh? None of that. I was like, not you. So we did not stop until like, I think we stopped one time because I was like, oh, I also forgot to tell y'all. We was recording. Okay, my face wasn't in that shit because I got shit to do. I got shit to lose too, okay? Even though I ain't got no money, I got other shit I could lose. So I was recording and I was just like, so as I was like stroking, like you can kind of see it I was like, oh no, I stopped that camera so goddamn quick. I said, here's your camera. And I was just like, I cannot remember what I said, but I do remember what happened. I think he got up, he went back and fixed himself up. And then came back, and I think we started again. But then it was better the second time when he came back. So afterwards, I just went and took me a shower, and that was it. That was the most recent time. And I know that story was all over the fucking place. I apologize because I be having ADD, and I think of like 10 things at the same time, and I be forgetting stuff and trying to go back to it. But yes, that was the most recent time that I was painted on. And that shit was crazy. But bros, after you are painted on, make sure you take a shower and make sure you pee. Because you do not want an infection. Because infections like that lead to like mycoplasma genitalia where you don't have any symptoms or you don't present any STDs, but there is definitely something going on down there. Okay? It's a problem. And it can lead to a lot of other things too. Always take a shower, always pee after that situation. That was the most recent time I have been painted. Now, in that instance, did I stop and say, man, what the fuck is going on, man? Not you shitting on. I ain't do none of that. because I had been in situations prior to that was a little bit worse. Y'all want to hear about it? Ooh, let's go. Let's get into it. Shit. Y'all up in my damn business today. What's going on? Okay, things might sound a little different because I had to move because of noise issues. So if it sounds different, bear with me, okay? So baby daddy was the most recent. I had another experience. We're gonna call this man Ken, okay? We're gonna call him Ken. So me and Ken had met each other at y'all. I just be doing too much. Me and Ken met each other at a sex party. I ain't even gonna hold you. Jesus. Okay, we met each other at a sex party, and we linked up. He was cool. I was like, okay. So from the party, we kind of like extended it, and we just kind of kept talking. And from then, we would link up every now and then. And he was cool. He was an older guy. He might have been like almost 45 or something like that. I think I was like the 30s, early, maybe late 20s. And so we was linking up or whatever. And one day, I just came over there and we started like kind of getting into it. And he was on his back in the bed. And I was like, bop, 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 bop. And the bop was, baby, if you look, this nigga shitted on the sheets. I said, what? I didn't, in my brain, I said, not you just shat in your bed, my nigga. Like, first of all, you too old for this shit. Like, what is going on? Look, bottoms, if you know you're not ready, why y'all be trying to have sex anyway? I don't care if the dick is good or not. Stop. Because you can really set yourself up for some embarrassment. Okay, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. We call it the Ampersand podcast. There's an and in every situation, but nigga. I said, okay, you had an accident, bro. He was like, yeah. He said, I did. And so we got up. I said, come on, let's get you in the shower. Just like that. Tops, take notice. I did not judge. I don't care what's going on internally. I got a poker face. So you need a poker face. You need words of kindness and understanding. And let's get a solution. Not just looking. So I said, come on, let's get you into the shower. So we both got up. We got into the shower. And we started bathing. So I ended up fucking him in the shower, baby. Don't judge me. Okay, I ended up fucking him in the shower. It was cool. No, honestly, he had a pretty dick, but his sex was not all that. And I think I'm really kind of becoming like desensitized to sex because good ass is far and few in between. I don't know. And I ain't trying to go to like these young niggas, but I can count on one hand how many people I've had. I was like, God damn, baby, he had me want to write home to my mama. It's barely, but it was something to do. Like just being young and stupid, it was something to do. So we got it in the shower. that such a was kind of kid. We got it in the shower, and then that was it. So that incident let me know that it happens to the best of us. Old, young, it doesn't matter how much money you got, because he had a nice little change, and it just happens to the best of us. And you're going to have accidents, but it's all in the way in which you handle it. And a man is going to feel more comfortable around you if you do not make him feel ashamed of it. Because at the end of the day, you're having anal sex. Whether you're having it with a woman or a man, there's likely a chance that there's going to be an accident. And you just have to manage those accidents well, to where you can always get some more ass if you want it. Okay? I got another one. Okay. Now, I'm going to preface this statement and say that I am by no means being racist. I'm just going by my experiences and what I've heard other motherfuckers tell me. If you are meeting up with a Hispanic gentleman for coitus, I guarantee you that Esteban Cortigo Le Fuego III, Ricky Ricardo, is going to paint on you. Now, why do Hispanic men always be painting? Where are the famous artists of Hispanic descent? Baby, most of them are in the boudoir. Okay? Because these Mexican motherfuckers, shit. Everyone got a brush in their hand. Everyone got a palette. God damn. I really honestly think that it has a lot to do with their diet. They eat a lot of beans and a lot of frijoles and a lot of rice and queso and goya. That is not the right foods to be consuming before coitus. Hispanic men, my Hispanic brothers, y'all are lovely. Love you to death. But if you want to bottom for anybody, please do a 2-day fast. Baby, stretch it on into the whole week to where we know it won't be no accidents, because I'm going to tell y'all about my accident that I had with, let's call him Raul, because I like rolling my R's. So, when I was with Raul, I met Raul on an app too. Y'all mind your fucking business and stop judging me, okay? Fuck. So I met Raul on an app, and then Raul was actually, I'm gonna start rolling my R's like that. And then Raul was actually working at a nursing facility. Not a nursing facility, but like a private practice. He was like a nurse, and he owned these like houses or these like places to where people could, if they got sick, they could come in and be treated immediately. Kind of like a urgent care. I don't fucking know. So he was just like, yo, come and let's have sex in the building. I was like, okay, not me having sex in like a medical facility. That's hard. Okay, say less. So I took my black ass up there and I parked, and I was like, okay, Raul, where you at? And so he was in the back, and he was Hispanic. I was like, okay, I ain't never been with a Hispanic man before. I was like, bet. So we got into it, strapped up, of course, and we was getting into it, and the fun went from the floor, and then it went to like a table. We didn't fuck on any like medical equipment, but it went to like a table where they process all the work and shit like that. So I was bop, boop. And then on the boot, I brought her, I said, am I bleeding? Because my condom was like red. I said, what the fuck? And remember, I kept this internalized, okay? But baby, he gave me a double scoop of chipotle, pinto, and black beans on my dick. And I was like, Raul, not you, Raul. And from that day, did I ever sleep with another Hispanic guy? I think I might have, but I cannot remember it. But that is a commonality amongst Hispanic people. And T.S. Madison has went on record saying this. A lot of other men have went on record saying this. Not saying that T.S. Madison is a man, but other men have said this in addition to T.S. Madison, who is a woman. And they all say that Hispanic men paint on you. Bottoms, if you are not prepared, why do you want to engage? Because bottom, like we want to show up and be the best that we can be. But damn, you don't feel it. Like, god damn, you don't, what is going on? And you know, I'm not shaming you all because I know some of you do prepare. There's been a time when I met up, and it's going to be in another story when I slept with a porn star. When I met up with this porn star, and he was up in that bathroom douching for like at least an hour and a half. I was like, damn, nigga, what did you go to Golden Corral before you got here? Like, what the fuck is going on? Baby, just come out of here. Just come on. Shit, it's going to be what it's going to be. However, I say that because sometimes you can prep yourself. You can be ready, and then you can still have an accident. But I got to really address how my top brothers respond to this shit. How should you respond if your partner has an accident? Now, there is a subgenre of people who are into that type of play. Be that as it may, I'm referring to the brothers or the sisters, maybe that's your business, that did not have that on their minds. So, the way you respond is with kindness, understanding, and resolve. Understanding is important because you know what you're dealing with. You know that the body does what the body wants to do no matter what we do to the body. Sometimes we cannot control the expelling of gas. We cannot control how our intestines and bowels operate. However, what we can control is the way we respond to the body's reaction. That's what we can control. Because this situation is often embarrassing, it can definitely be a vehicle for shame, and it's honestly uncomfortable for both parties involved because it's like, whoa, what is happening right now? And like I said previously, tops don't have much to consider. All we really got to consider is wrapping it up and stroking it down, baby. That's it. And it's really a shame that a lot of these bottoms are not as satisfied as they can be when that's all we got to worry about. Because I'm telling you, I know some men who will not eat for the whole day because they know they have an appointment coming up in the evening. And then before that appointment, they douche for at least like 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. For 20 minutes of some raggedy ass sex, baby, I couldn't be no bottom. Oh no, never. Because you ain't finna, no. The first lousy dick that I got after I did all of that prepping, baby, I would never. Baby, I would learn how to top or something. I'll become celibate. I ain't playing because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at the end of the day. And I be looking, that's why I be trying to bring my best work. Now that I've gotten a little older, I just be like, this. Two positions, and I'm ready to go. I don't have time for all them tips and tricks and whittly bits. I don't have time for all of that. Baby, 5 to 15 minutes. Foreplay is not included in 5 to 15 minutes. But that's all you're going to get. Overall, on a good day, maybe a 40-minute session. On a bad day, maybe 5 to 10. 5 to 10. Okay, because good sex don't take that long. It sure don't. However, I ain't no way in the hell I gotta be ready. I gotta be smelling good. Do all of that, lay back, and get disappointed. Bitch, somebody going to jail tonight. I'm gonna bring up the fact that you did fraud with your cousins. Somebody going to fucking jail. I'm gonna call them people on you. I'm gonna put them white folks in your life. Come back here and put it down. What are we doing? See, okay, on to the next. Oh, and side note, I said foreplay is not included because that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. That's going to happen before we get into the sex, okay? That's not included in the 10 to 15 minute package, okay? Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Okay, so since we have understanding down, we need kindness. Understanding and kindness is very important because kindness really recognizes the humanity in the other person, saying that if things were the other way around, this could easily have been me. So what I'm going to do is try my best to be non-judgmental, non-critical, and make the situation a little lighter. And when I say that, I don't mean tell a damn joke. What I mean is add some levity to the situation, as in, man, this happens to everybody. It's no biggie. Let me get you to the bathroom, or let me get you a towel. What would you want somebody to do if you were in that situation? So I already gave you examples where it's like, it's okay. Are you all right? This happens to everybody. What do you need? Which brings me into resolve, because the what do you need part is important, especially if it's your place. So if this happens at your place, hop into resolve mode. Go get a warm towel. Go get a wipe or something like that and be like, man, bathroom is there. Feel free to utilize any of that. If you feel like, continuing afterwards, that's fine. Or if you're not in the mood, that's cool too. Or, go ahead and get cleaned up and, we could chill maybe next time. These type of things make the other person that you're with comfortable with themselves and with you, if you really like that person. Because I would guarantee that every person that does bottom has experienced a moment of shame in response to what their body naturally will do when something like that is introduced to them. You feel me? And I really should have had somebody on the podcast today to tell their story because I'm really curious to hear that. If anybody that's listening bottoms and feels comfortable writing in and telling the story, I will definitely read it on the podcast. Or even if you have questions about it, I'll read it during the Ask Aubrey section. I would be more than happy to do that. This is another one that just dropped in my spirit because remember I have understanding, kindness, and resolve. I think the fourth one should be, I don't know. I'm still kind of conflicted on that because remember with baby daddy, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to ruin the moment. And my top brothers, did y'all feel me on this? Like something is going on, but you kind of don't want to ruin the moment. You feel me? It's just I don't know what to do, and I guess that is on our partner. So guys who bottom, when something like that happens, or if something is going on back there, you can't see it, but possibly you can smell it. Say something, like say hold up, let's pause right quick. I think I might have a little. I think we might have a little situation. That's all you got to say. Because it's awkward for us and we kind of don't know what to do. Those of us who practice kindness, understanding, and resolve, sometimes we even get caught up. So it is helpful for y'all not to ignore it. Because I got a question for my bottom brothers and my trans sisters who bottom too. So when y'all bottom and an accident occurs, do you smell it? Because, nigga, when we giving the back shots, we smell it. And we be like, does this nigga not smell it? Am I tripping? Should I say something? You know how the adage goes, see something, say something. But we be conflicted. We don't know. So sometimes I'll be like, does my partner smell it? If he don't smell it, should I say something about it? Because I don't want, I don't want to ruin the mood. But in those situations, still, it takes courage. It really do. Shout out to Brene Brown. It takes courage to say in those moments, let's pause. I think you need to go take care of yourself. That sounds really bad. But okay, my bottom brothers and sisters, do you feel like a brother should say, yo, let's pause. I think you had a little accident, or I think you need to take care of yourself. Which one do you want? Or do you want none of those at all? Write in the comments what you would like to hear during this moment, because it's awkward and it's very uncomfortable for both parties involved, and whatever makes the moment pass so we can get to the next moment, that's what I'm here for. My people, I hope I haven't been ranting and rambling. I hope you've understood where I've been coming from concerning this. I really want to bridge the gap between my brothers and sisters who top and my brothers and sisters who bottom. Because there's been this discourse around this, and I just want to bring some harmony in the picture. Speak up. During this conversation, I know you've heard that Aubri don't bottom. He's not a bottom. But I bet you've wondered, I bet that bitch ass nigga done bottomed before. I bet you that nigga done bottomed. And you be fucking right. I have. I have before. Yeah. The answer is yes. I've bottomed, let me think. 1, 3, carry 1 times 2. 3 times? I think it might be a total of 3. And have I ever had an accident? Surprisingly, no. I've never had an accident, and I think it's due to my diet. I don't eat meat of any kind. I eat fish sometimes, but I don't eat poultry. I don't eat eggs. I kind of eat dairy sometimes, but it comes in the form of maybe a cheese situation or maybe some ice cream or something like that. But no cow, no meat, none of that shit. So whenever I've tried it, it's always been like spur of the moment because I am not meeting up with anybody purposely to bottom. That ain't how I get down, because I don't like dick like that. If I did though, I would more than likely be a bottom because I'm more invested in my pleasure than in fulfilling the societal norms that they place on the male species, the patriarchy, to say the least. I don't give a fuck about that. Being a bottom does not make you less of a quote unquote man, and being a top definitely does not make you a quote unquote man. Okay? It's about the character, it's about the heart of the individual and how they show up in this world and how they are courageous from day to day. Okay? So I am invested in my pleasure. I don't get any pleasure from it. The times that I have done it, it's been purely just, let's see, let's do it. You know, an ampersand. I have been, and probably a lot of you tops too, have been in relationships and have topped other quote unquote tops. And that's how you know the dick is good, baby, because if you can turn out the tops, baby, you're working with something. You the top of the tops. Okay? Brothers, have y'all ever been in a situation and you find out through the grapevine that this dude is actually a top? And the people that ask you about bottoming or whatever, you be like, nigga, I ain't bottom for this, man. What the fuck are you talking about? One of Ken's friends actually came to me and was like, you really don't strike me as a bottom. I was like, because I'm not. And maybe that was his friend trying to clock me to see if I was going to fuck. That's a different story on another day because I did. Okay, I'm going to talk about it. But see, that's how I wound up on my motherfucking back. Because I was fucking around and fucking tops or dealing with verse bottoms. A verse tops. I don't know. It's a lot of lingo for those of you who are not in the lettered community. So, that's how I wound up in those situations. But I digress. Back to me bottoming. I have always wondered, what do bottoms get out of bottoming? Because, like I said, I'm interested in my pleasure, and I've tried it because, God damn it, they make it look so good. Like, if you are a top that can put it fucking down, okay? Put it down, make him fall in love. Shout out to Brandy and Chris Brown. You done wondered, damn, if my dick can make a nigga feel like that, I wonder where my dick will feel like the man. And I would ask them, like, what does it feel like? They'd be like, it hurts at first, it's a pressure, but then it feels like the heavens are open up. It feels amazing. And nigga, give me a teaspoon of it. What's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment we live? Because dick will have a woman at your house at 5 o'clock in the morning when she got to clock in at 6:30, and she ain't even got her work clothes on. She's still in her bonnet and her big oversized t-shirt, and she ready to whip some ass, knowing she can't be late another time or she gonna get written the fuck up and walked out. What's the dick about, Alfie? The way dick will make a whole pastor of a mega church compromise his mantle. The way dick, who will make somebody jeopardize their whole career. Something is in it. And I'm just like, what is the power of the dick? I don't know. I don't know. Because, baby, I don't know. Because I don't feel nothing like that. And I'm glad I don't. Because, baby, shit, sometimes these dicks make people do some crazy things. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So I can hear you. Aubrey, what was the sensation like? You said you didn't feel anything. What you mean? You had a dick in your butt. Like, what you talking about? When I say I don't feel anything, it just feels like pressure. Like, and in all candidly, in all candor, I don't fucking know. Truthfully, shit. I've ridden a dick before, and I was stroking, and I actually came. And when I came, it felt nice, but it wasn't enough to make me be like, oh, I want some dick. Like, it was just, meh. I've even tried a dildo before too. Like, I keep trying to get to this nirvana that I'm hearing about because I want to explore my body even more, because there are straight men who bottom. Let's talk about it. If we're going to be the ampersand, baby, we're going to talk about it. There are straight men who enjoy anal penetration, but will not be penetrated by a man, will never do it, will never have another human breathing male pop, 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 blow their back out. They'll never have it because they are not gay. They just enjoy anal stimulation because that is where the G-spot is. I've seen grown ass men, straight men, be pegged by women. Pegging is when a woman puts on a strap on and she goes to town, baby. She be hitting it from the back, baby, hitting it from the back. Some men actually even pleasure themselves in the privacy of their own home with a dildo. And they are straight as the day is long. Now you might be like, that seems like an oxymoron. But no, ampersands usually do look like oxymorons. But two things can be true at the same time. You can be straight and enjoy anal stimulation. And the thing about it is, are these straight men who are being penetrated or are penetrating themselves, are they having accidents? How are they managing those accidents? I haven't seen a cishet man have an accident. I've never been in that company. I've never been with the down low guy I haven't experienced that. I just wonder, what does that look like? So if I have listeners who are straight men that enjoy anal penetration, talk to me. Comment in the chat, email me at aubrioshae@gmail.com and let me know what that's about, and I'll talk about it on the next episode, or I'll do a Ask Aubri about it. Because those are real life situations. On this planet Earth, sexuality is very, very gray. It is not black or white. It is very gray. People be doing any and everything. And baby, this is a no judgment zone. Real talk. Okay? With all of that being said, if I were ever in a relationship with a man and he was the love of my life, but he happened to be a verse top, those are tops that enjoy topping more than they enjoy bottoming. Would I make a concession and bottom for my dude? Baby, where's the preparation H? Shit, my bowel movements be hurting me too. You want to hurt me too? Jesus, fuck. Baby, he gonna have to have the preparation H on auto delivery, because baby, that's how we gonna have to get down. I don't know. It just don't. Yeah, I'm working through my own shit during this podcast. You feel me? I really am. I really am. But I really feel like in the heart of me, if I did meet somebody like that, I think I would. I really would. I would bottom for him. Maybe like once, twice a month. I don't know. Nigga, you ain't getting no ass every day. We not finna. Let's just break up. Let's go our separate ways, because I'm not gonna be doing that all damn day. But I don't know. I ain't no good. Don't you know no good? I ain't no good. Don't ask me. I might volunteer though if it's pretty. Let me see. Okay, just yeah, I do it. Let me end this goddamn podcast. Jesus Christ. I had to, once again, I apologize for the sound. It might sound better this way. I know some of y'all, it sound better like that. Shut your ass up. I don't want to have to be being, if y'all found out where I was recording this, y'all would be like, I know you fucking lying. It sound like I'm in the closet, don't I? I ain't in the damn closet. I'm in my Toyota Corolla. Shit. Oh, Lord. I bet y'all like, it sound better though. Shut the hell up. Do it sound better though? Bro, do it sound better? Oh, okay. I might come back to the car and shit. I don't know. Until I get a studio, okay? But I'm gonna end this podcast for today, because I don't want it's getting long in the teeth. And I just want us to examine the ampersands when it comes to sexuality, when it comes to the sex that we are having, and when it comes to what happens during the sex that we are having. Because anal sex is not the norm. It might be the exception when it comes to sex. I don't fucking know. Because if you kind of look at it, is it really supposed to be going in there like that? But when it comes to men, why is the G-spot in the booty? I don't know. I've been trying to find my G-spot, and baby, it is no longer there. My G-spot is like, I don't know. Maybe I might find it when I get to heaven. I'm gonna get myself together, cause I ain't got some place to go. God, where's my G-spot? God fill me up and let it run over. That's a whole nother connotation, ain't it? Yeah. Fill me up, God, and let it run over. Whew, till I won't no more. Hey! Aubri Oshae. Let me stop playing on this goddamn podcast. Shit! All right. Okay. Examine the ampersands in life. Because, yes, there are very straight men that enjoy penetration. That is a fact. My top brothers and sisters, I need y'all to make more space and more understanding for our bottom brothers and sisters that experience accidents, because it'll make a better sexual experience on both ends. Because when you know how to handle these things, you'll know how to handle other things in life that come up. Because yes, you can have unexpected moments and still be kind. That's where the ampersand shows up. You can have messy moments. You can have smelly moments and still operate in kindness and love and understanding. But that is totally up to you. What is your default? If your default is like, oh my gosh, to freak out, you need to learn how to get a poker face, not let that disturb you, and move in a way that shows grace, love, understanding. You know? So I just really want y'all to remember to examine the ampersands in every situation and circumstance. Once again, I hope you have enjoyed this podcast today. We were talking about the booties of it all, the accidents. We were having top talk, bottom talk about painting. And, you know, it happens to the best of us. And life keeps moving. It's just one incident. Let's move to the next. Okay. So I wish y'all guys the best. I hope you have a good week. And this has been Aubri Oshae with the Ampersand Podcast. Goodbye. Bye, y'all.